Hey, greetings, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Andromeda 7, your celestial gateway for community support, love, help, friendship, knowledge exchange, pretty much whatever you need it to be. It's so good to see everyone tonight. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to fill in for Crystal, number one. And I just want to let folks know that Crystal, Joey, our friend Mandy, you'll see them in the chat. And lots of health, healing, and love. Good vibrations we send out there Joey's way. He's having a tough time right now. Crystal's exhausted. Mandy's exhausted. So they need our support, friendship, and love more than anything right now. So we love you all very much. Miss Brenda is at a ball game for her nephew, which is starting probably about a half an hour ago. So she's out there creating those good memories. And I have some readings I'll share with you all. But welcome, Trina and Jules and Lori. Thank you so much for racing home from the shop. Lori needs our support, too. She's been working really hard this week and having some difficulties. So we're glad you made it here, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Me too. Always a pleasure.
So why don't you do the chat room shout out for me?
I could do that
for us, if you don't mind.
Let's do that. Oh, absolutely not. Let's see who we have. Susan. Good to see you. Grandpa Brian 420, always a pleasure. Susie Q, much love to you. David Castle. Kelly, you're in the house. Sister Kelly, love you. Lucky Stone, oh, I'm so glad that you came in. Loving your videos. True Seeker, I love seeing you here. It just makes my whole night. Good to see you. Robert V, always a pleasure.
Hey,
Thank
Robert.
you for being with us.
Hey, Robert.
Niall, it's good to see you. Behave, young man. Johann Dancing Gypsy, hi, how are you? Hope you're loving those esoteric Egypts. I know you're into the Egypt thing. Michelle Canham Free, isn't she some? Michelle Canham Free, good to see you, love girl.
Max Free.
And let's see, of course, Olive Hill Soapery. Crystal, thank you for being here. I'm really sorry to hear about Joey, and I'm glad to hear that he's going to the hospital tomorrow, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Barry Chad, good to see you, Mr. Elderberry. Love that.
Hi, Elderberry.
And I think we've covered, Genevieve, a pleasure. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I am watching your videos. I do enjoy them. And I think that's everybody. So we're caught up.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah, Gaza's out there, smoking pizzas in his new smoker in his backyard garden.
Sounds like fun.
Yummy.
Yeah, but he's always tasting it going, I'm like, I can smell it. My mouth is watering. I'm like, Anyway, Robert was asking me where I've been because he hasn't heard a lot out of me this week. It's been a rough week for me too. We got that car.
Yeah.
I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Yay! Freedom.
Wheels. Freedom. Yeah. And power washing the backyard, the deck and everything, and the gardening. It's just been a lot.
Your garden is coming along. I cannot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sprouting up all over the place. It's beautiful.
It's been nuts around here, but it was worth it. And I survived. So
yeah, you did.
Let me read this beautiful.
Oh, good.
Now, Brenda, I love her Facebook postings. They're so inspirational, along with Michelle. A bunch of you have just some wonderful stuff. But she tells this story. I've heard it a long time ago, and it just tickled me. She says and it just comes with these little cartoons with it. It says there once was a farmer who had 2 buckets. He used those buckets to bring water home every day. So he shows him on a trail walking with the 2 water buckets. One of the buckets had a crack and continuously leaked out water. The other was perfect and never spilled a drop. As time passed, the cracked bucket became sad about the leaked water and decided to speak with the farmer. Upon learning that he was sad, the farmer asked the bucket to join him on a walk, just him and the cracked bucket. They walked down the same pathways as always, but this time the farmer pointed out all of the wonderful plant life that had sprung up around them along that walk. He explained to the bucket that he was responsible for all of this beauty.
Mhm.
If he hadn't leaked that water every day, the plants would never have grown.
No.
The bucket realized that despite his flaws, he still helped those around him grow, even when he wasn't aware of it.
Yes.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
And I
Yeah.
can tell you right now, this soul tribe is a bunch of buckets
Yes.
with little itty bitty cracks.
Whole new
I'm
meaning
proud
to
to be a
bucket
cracked
list.
bucket.
That's awesome.
I'm proud to be a cracked bucket. And there's another one here
Yes.
from her favorite, which is Margaret
Okay.
B. Moss.
Right.
This
Right.
one moved me as well.
Okay.
And this is interesting twist on the unconditional love.
Okay.
Imagine unconditional acceptance
Mm.
of your flaws, your mistakes, your painful regrets. Now, imagine your joys, your kindness, and all the things that you have done well and right. Look at the care and love in all of your good work. No caveats, buts, or disclaimers. Let that feeling sink in deep. Own it. Meditate on it as if committing a picture to memory. Practice reclaiming that feeling each and every day. Kind of goes with the bucket, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are whole, perfect, and complete.
That's right. So
That's it.
even when our sister can't be here with us, she's here with us in spirit. And she's
Absolutely.
all day, every day with her postings on Facebook. We love you, Brenda. Hope you're
Thank you,
enjoying
Brenda.
hope you're enjoying your now moment.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so what we have tonight, folks, is Michall Medina, if you'll remember her from Israel. She came on once with a pre-recorded interview about her 12 steps to resolving triggers. And she's been implementing, I think she's done it twice now, a variation on that program for those of us who have done a lot of the inner works, and we've already risen to a certain point where we're able to understand now we do have triggers and we do need to keep working on those. And we try to create or manifest things, and sometimes it doesn't work out the way we think. You all have heard me complain about that.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a program that she offers to people. It's like a 3-day free workshop. And she does it every other month, I think. And it's goes on for 3 days in the mornings at like 10 a.m. our time, somewhere around there. And if you can't make the workshop, you have the videos you can catch up on in the evening. So you're getting free consultation and interaction with work groups that are trying to figure out what is keeping them on a subconscious level from making things happen. And she takes you through the steps of digging even deeper into your subconscious. But she does it in an accelerated way because we've already done most of the major work. This would not be for a newcomer who's just now waking up and hasn't been through all of that yet.
Yeah, it might be a little overwhelming.
It'd be a little overwhelming because this is an accelerated 3-day. She also has a promotion that you'll hear her talking about. It's kind of like a fun contest. It's really cool.
Yeah.
She's connected the same way that our Celestial Gateway is trying to connect with different members of our community and bringing in other resources as well to broaden our choices and our ability to tap in to help people who can help in various ways. She has a network also around the world, and they all contribute free consultation sessions, Reiki healing, essential oils, you name it. She's got a group of them all gifting something for this contest, which you all are eligible for up until Tuesday if you click on the link that we're going to be providing in the video, and it's in our YouTube. So it's about $2,000 worth of free services that you can win, the whole enchilada, and you don't even have to use it all at one time. There's no expiration date on anything. So it's something that you can have in your little treasure trove if you need help in certain areas or you want to get certain things for yourself. So what we're going to do is play this video that Lori and I did to interview her, because she's like 7 hours
Yeah. She's in Israel,
She's
right?
on another day. She's on the other side of the world.
Mhm.
So she's sleeping right now. But we will play the video. It's about 28 minutes interview. And then afterwards, the four of us in the chat room can join in on any questions or your further discussion. Does that sound okay with everybody?
Sounds good. You
So
bet.
we'll disappear for a little while and let you all watch the interview, and then we'll come back.
Sounds good. All right.
Alrighty.
Here we go.
Welcome back, Michall. Good to
Thank
see you.
you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while. That resolving triggers for highly conscious people the last time we were together was really helpful.
Yeah, we went through the 12 stages. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been keeping tabs with you, but how's everything over there in Israel? Good?
Yeah, it's good. We went through a bit of a rough patch. You probably heard in the news, but they had a ceasefire, so it's all good now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And
Peace
that
wins.
That thing that shall not be named, is that calming down now too for you guys? We opened up here recently in the States. Things are getting easier.
It's actually like we're almost like totally back to normal. Everything's like, I think,
great.
Yeah, just
good.
really good. Yeah,
that's great. So travel's wide open, huh?
Out of country, it's a little bit more restrictive coming back into the country because they want to be a little careful about new strains and stuff. But in the country, everything's just
good.
Regulations eased. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
So what's new with you? I hear you're I missed out on your last new program. You're starting up one. I might jump in on this one that's starting up. Tell us what's going on.
So it's the Vision Accelerator. It's basically a 3-day training. It's a free training. So I did the first one towards the end of April. And so now we're going to be having the second one coming up, and it's really amazing. It's a 3-day training in the Resolving Triggers Facebook group. And yeah, it's all about, it's called the Vision Accelerator because it's all about getting you to your vision and goal. Like typically, someone is working towards something, whether it's, could be anything like weight loss or relationship or their business, trying to get their passion off the ground, clients, all of that. Whatever it is, like typically, people are like working towards it and it just doesn't seem to happen, or it's a struggle, and they have all these different ways of like trying to get there, whether it's like working hard and trying different strategies or manifestation, and we go like more into it in the Vision Accelerator. The Vision Accelerator really helps you see how all these different strategies are only effective up to a certain point, and it helps you see what's really underneath it, which is the subconscious stuff that's stopping you, right? Like the stuff that clouds your perspective on like why you can't seem to make it happen, and how you kind of tend to sabotage it without even realizing it. And
that's
that's the biggie.
That's pure resistance. Yeah, that'll on you all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. So it really helps you see that and actually uncover the specific subconscious fears and doubts and all of that. And then day 3 is really helping you see like how to unlock that path where everything, that's the whole idea, where like you can reach your vision and goal with ease and flow. Like it doesn't have to be a struggle. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
I'm definitely going to hop in there. I've been having one in particular. I just had some recent ones, since finally I've been without a car for a while. So finally it came through. So picking up the car on Saturday. So it just takes patience, but my longer term is still hanging out there. And I just came to the conclusion not so long ago that I was fighting it too much, and I just wasn't ready for it yet. I'm here for a reason, doing whatever I'm doing right now. But I know so many people that have businesses that can't get their business off the ground, or they can't make any money, and
that honestly was me too. Like everything is kind of falling into place in terms of like what I'm doing with my business now. But before, like I started my business October 2019, and it really was a process of figuring out what I was doing, because, you know, I was like, okay, start my business. And then there's like all these different strategies, right? They're like this strategy, high ticket clients and all this stuff. And I was like trying this and I was like, didn't work. Trying this other thing, didn't work. And then I did like a 6-month build out my high ticket coaching program thing. And then I was like, okay, it's all ready to go. And then I was like, okay. And then it was like crickets. And I was like, why aren't all the clients coming? This is what they make it sound like. You're just going to do your program and then all the clients are going to come. And then like I started to realize, you know, there was all this stuff like fear of being seen, fear of failure, like all this different stuff. And once I started to really like uncover that and resolve it, and that's when everything really started to open up for me. And that's when I got it's like I was no longer trying to like make something happen with my business. It was like just flowing. Like I got the inspiration. Yeah. And it only started to flow once I resolved the subconscious stuff.
Yep.
And so then I got the inspiration to focus on triggers, and that just took off. And then one thing led to another, like the opportunities just kind of lined up for me, and I created the Vision Accelerator, and that took off. So yeah, that's where things are now. And it was only after I started to really uncover the fears that were blocking me from being able to even make anything happen in my business. So
yeah, let's talk about that for just a second.
yeah.
First of all, does this program assume that one has already become fully awake, has already done their inner works, has already met their dark night of the soul, done all their processing, and they're on a higher level of consciousness and awareness? They meditate, they can handle stress, they've recognized what some of their triggers are. And that's why this is an accelerator, because it helps those folks that have gotten to that point to move forward now.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, it's people who have already kind of been into this like self-healing, self-growth, spiritual awareness world, right? And so we're like learning all these things, and we're getting all these tools, and we know we have this stuff that's blocking us, but you know, we're like trying to resolve it, but it's just not happening. And so then that's where this comes in, which helps you see exactly how you're blocking yourself, how to uncover what's at the core.
Right.
And yeah, so a lot of people are like already like using all these tools, but they just can't seem to like break through. Right. So that's where this comes in.
I see.
It's that resistance, the resistance when it persists.
Yeah.
Makes it
And
tough.
sis Lori here is very highly successful.
Yeah.
And there's been very few things that she can't work out. And always approaches it from everything is going to work out just fine for me. Everything is going to be okay.
Things are always working out for me. That's the
things
biggest
are always
thing I tell
working
myself.
right.
Things are always working out for me. Always.
So even when she has these ups and downs in her business, it usually flattens out. She does great. But it's never a down spiral that you can't come back from. She keeps it going. Now, there are other groups of people that are every bit as spiritually aware and connected as Lori is, who fall into the category of, I'm not doing this to myself. It's everything else out there that's doing it to me. So no matter how highly connected they are or how good their intent is, there's no negative thought, but they'll do something and then a competitor will come along and snatch their idea, or someone will come along and do the exact same thing and mirror or mimic what they're doing. And they get all the customers, or somebody else will put something out there and work really hard, but they're not getting any sales, you know? And so then comes that tumbling in the hamster in the cage kind of situation where it's like, I'm not doing any of this, and no matter how hard I try, I can't get anything done. So either the universe doesn't want me to do it, or other people are just going to sabotage me no matter what. So I give up, you know, and they've come so far, and now they're ready to throw in the towel because they can't see what they're doing wrong. So how does this kind of a program help them figure out what's going on when it seems like everything's an outside influence?
Yeah, well, it really, like, day one of the Vision Accelerator is really seeing like what strategies they've been using that haven't been producing the result they want, right? Like the working hard, like pushing harder, different strategies, different programs, different methods, trying to manifest, think positively, gratitude, all of that, right?
Believe it, and you can achieve it.
Yeah.
Stuff, that
And
kind of
then
stuff.
day two really helps you see that what's really at the core is the subconscious fears, doubts. And if like someone is like, okay, yeah, but I don't feel like I'm afraid of anything, then it's like, okay, on the surface, maybe not. But then when you really start to ask the deeper questions, which we go through in day two of the Vision Accelerator, you get to see like really what's the core subconscious fear. And some people are so surprised. They're like, wow, like one person in this past Vision Accelerator was like, I fear that I'll bring shame on my entire family, but she would have like never known that on the surface, right? It's only once you really get to
the internal part.
Yeah, and that's really what's running the show, right? On the surface, it's like, oh, this isn't working out, and then this happened, but that's all like the external manifestations of really what's at the core, which is your subconscious that runs the show, right? And then reflective reality. Yeah.
So if I were to say that I've done everything I can financially to make things happen, but somebody else comes along and, I don't know, like with my RV, I got to get repairs to it. I'm going to give myself as an example. Bear with me, folks. I have an RV that needs repair work. The damage was done not by me, but by someone else in my family who has been unable, for various reasons and good reasons, to not be able to fix it. And yet I can't use it because of that, because I don't have the money to fix it. So you think, okay, we finally got the money together to fix it, and something else goes wrong. Something else happens. Like the main car, family car, broke down. So now I can't get anywhere. We don't have a backup vehicle. We need a vehicle. I have doctor's appointments. It's more important than camping. It's more important than taking the RV down the road to live, So life is about making these choices. And so the thing that you're manifesting or trying to create keeps getting buried by all these other externals. And it might not be anything I'm doing to create those externals. It might be that his energy is creating that. He gets frustrated, loses his temper, something happens, and boom, something else gets broken, or he runs into a pole and totally wrecks the front end of the truck that's needed for the business. So it's always something coming one on top. So they're not my roadblocks or my triggers. That's what I'm getting at here. A lot of people feel like I'm doing everything I can that's positive. I'm helping other people, sharing vegetables and fruits with people, doing favors for my neighbors. I'm putting all the goodness and the love and the energy out there into the universe, and I keep getting screwed. So what do you do? Do you see, I get frustrated when people try to tell me that I have to turn that in on myself, that it's something I'm doing, that it's something that I get pissed. I really do. Because it's like, what are you talking about? I'm doing everything I can for other people. And I'm taking care of myself physically, and I'm doing all the right things. I'm not putting any negative energy out there, but somebody else is.
Yeah, so that's where we get more into on day one on the common misconceptions, right? So like on the way you're seeing it is like, putting out the positive energy, doing all the positive things. So why is negativity coming back to me? That's like the manifestation concept, right?
Yeah.
But day two, we really kind of bring it back to really uncovering the subconscious stuff at the core, and how so right now I'm kind of doing like a high level overview, and in the Vision Accelerator we'll get like more into like the practical application and more into like the in-depth explanation. Right. But it's really like going to help you see that it's not so much about that doing positive things and then only positive things should come back to you, right? It's more about your subconscious runs the show, and in the reflective reality, your subconscious beliefs are going to reflect that back to you. And it's actually like, even though it's an unpleasant experience, right? Maybe it's something you didn't want to happen, but it's ultimately there to show you and to reflect back to you what the subconscious stuff is that's running the show, so that you can look at it and shift it. So it's an opportunity to really like up level through the experience.
Okay.
Right?
I'm signing up.
Yeah.
And shake the expectation as well.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the divine timing is so powerful, and that's what people don't get until you get past it and then you see it in retrospect. You know what I mean? Like hindsight.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. But you don't see it right now.
Do you happen to have just an example, without naming names, of course, because I know this is a private group. Once you sign up, it's a private group. But without naming names, can you give an example of where somebody really opened up and benefited from this and went, oh, wow, Shazam. Did you have any experiences like that?
Well, okay, so the last Vision Accelerator, someone realized that the core thing was shame on their entire family, right? They're trying to start their business. I guess I won't get into specifics because I might give away who it is, but they're trying to start their business and it's just not working, no clients, blah, blah, blah. And then ultimately their fear was that if they get their business off the ground or whatever, and then it doesn't work out, they'll bring shame on their entire family. So it's like, okay, that's the key to why their business isn't taking off.
Too much pressure.
Right? It was like a big aha moment, right? Like, and so they're gonna sabotage. They're not gonna see the opportunities that are right there. It just plays out in different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be something underlying. You just don't know what it is, or it could be a combination of 2 or 3 things. Yeah.
I mean, it can be several subconscious things also. Like, it's not just one core one, but yeah, it's all about working through the subconscious. That's really like the Vision Accelerator, like helps you kind of reframe like what we've been doing that hasn't been working, why it hasn't been working, what's really at the core, which is the subconscious, showing you what your specific subconscious fears are, and then showing you how, by resolving that, it creates the path to that easy flow. Right. Yeah.
I'm definitely signing up. When does it start? That starts on Tuesday? Because I missed the last one, so I do want to catch this one.
Yeah, it's going to be next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, June 15th, 16th, and 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's 3 p.m. UK time and 5 p.m. my local time, which is Eastern European time.
So it'd be in the morning hours for folks like me. I'm Eastern Standard Time, but 10 a.m. That's perfect for me. And then if they can't be involved live, you have the ability for them to go back and play the video, so at night they can come and do it.
Yeah, so you can, if you want to pop up the link to the Vision Accelerator, if they just sign up there, they'll get the emails for the details, and then after each day, they'll also get the link to the replay if they couldn't make it live. And then there's homeworks for each of the 3 days, so you kind of get into like, practical application and participation and all that, so it really integrates. Yeah. So you'll get like the replay and the homeworks, and there's like a homework thread in the group. So
that's awesome. And this is free. This is a free 3-day seminar, right?
Yeah.
And you have a promotional thing to kick it off with. It's going on a giveaway of some kind.
Yeah. Okay. So the giveaway was announced. I guess at the time of the airing of this video, it'll have been a few days already, but it goes until the Vision Accelerator starts. So if, the people watching this are watching this on a Friday, they'll have until this coming Tuesday to still participate in the giveaway. So the giveaway is basically like an entire package. I think it's 8 people who've donated services and courses, and there's like a Reiki self-healing journey, and that's if you've been attuned to Reiki, or you haven't, you can still do it. So it's like a 10-day self-healing with Reiki. There's a theta healing session that's like, identifying the core subconscious and shifting it. There's also like a 1-year access to a video library with yoga and meditation. There's a 4-week one-on-one breath coaching course.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. And there's a bunch of other stuff, like more one-on-one sessions. Yeah, so if you join the Resolving Triggers group, you'll see all of that. The details are in the group's cover photo, and you can participate in the giveaway. So
yeah, there's a separate link that we have for the Resolving Triggers Facebook group.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one that most of us clicked on before, and I've been in there a while. I know a few of us have. But yeah, this package is like it's like if you add it all together with all these people contributing, it's like a $2,000 worth of services that you're winning. And you don't have to do them all at one time, right? You can take your time, and they don't have an expiration date, right? They don't.
Right.
So you don't have to rush to try to take advantage of everything all at once.
Right. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And the way you do this is through referrals. So it's like you're trying to get referrals, I would imagine. So when they join up, if they recommend one person to join the group or 10 people, that's 10 chances to win.
Yeah. So
right?
it's not necessarily chances, like it's not a random draw. It's so the person with the most invites to the group wins the entire giveaway package. So each day I'll be posting like a leaderboard, and it'll say like who the top 10 are. So if you're, trying to get to the number 1, right, then you see like where you fall on the leaderboard and check back next day, see if you made some progress.
It's like a race.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a race basically.
It's like a race.
Yes. So it's all through
You're making it fun
feature.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making it fun. It's like, ow, that person's done 60 on the leaderboard. Well, I've got 20 more, So it makes it a game, makes it fun. But they have 4 days, if they hear this on a Friday, say Saturday morning, they sign up. They've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, right? Or when is the giveaway ends when you start the program, right? So
when I start
Tuesday,
the Vision Accelerator, yeah. So I'll announce the winner then.
So they'll still have time to participate. Okay,
yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Fun
going to do
stuff.
this one. Yeah, I want to see.
Definitely.
I want to see if there's anything in my subconscious that I haven't tapped into yet. That I'm adventurous sort. Now that I've been through all this internal processing, nothing scares me anymore.
That's good. Yeah.
No, nothing scares me anymore, and I don't break down and start boohooing now. I'm like, there's something there. What is it?
Yes, that's the mindset.
conscious of it.
Yeah, and
you're
I'm not getting
conscious of
mad
it.
anymore. Well, I still get a little bit. I'll go. Somebody will send me. Well, maybe you're doing. I'll go. No, I'm not. But I get over that. I'm like, okay, maybe I am. Especially if it's coming from one of my soul tribe who know me really well. If it's coming from one of you guys, it's like, okay. If you
Being
say
conscious
so.
of it.
I don't think so, but okay. Yeah. So and then I'll investigate it and I'll look into it. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, they were right. Not always, but usually it's, it does lead me to the right direction. So, so I'm going to do this Tuesday and see what it is. I'm going to share it with my group because it's going to be interesting because they've all been kind of coming at me at a different angle with this, and because things just aren't happening for me the way I want in some areas. So I can't figure out why. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to talk
it's
about
free
it.
anyway, so
It's free. Might as well.
Might as well.
Free.
The only
No
people that
excuses.
wouldn't do this would be because they fear time constraints or they have family and they can't fit it in. But if you can do this, you've made it convenient to do it in 2 different ways.
Yeah.
You've made it convenient. And there's no reason not to, really, unless you're afraid of what you're going to uncover.
That's true.
Yeah. My kitty is trying to participate.
Yeah, I heard Kitty going meow, 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 meow. I was going to say,
How
bring in
cute.
Kitty. Bring the
I
kitty
love
in.
that.
Hold him up. Hold him up. Is it a he?
It's Stella.
Stella!
Cutie.
Kitty, kitty.
Aw.
Ooh, she's a biggie.
Looks like
Yeah.
Philly's cat. Yeah. Oh,
been
hi,
in there
baby. Hi,
Trying to get
baby.
your attention the whole time, wasn't she? Hi! She's looking at us.
She's
Hi!
pretty.
Kitty, 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 kitty. I love cats.
Gotta love your animals, you know?
Yeah.
Thank God for your animals.
I joined this group, Khadija. We have a friend named Khadija Hammond. She's over in Egypt.
Oh,
And
cool.
she's on her
Wow, that's
Esoteric
awesome.
Egypt show. And
Ooh.
she has her own short take that we give her, Voice of Egypt, which is coming up tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Anyway, she loves cats, you know, and she's very in sync and tuned into the Lady Bastet,
Feline
know,
energy.
the feline
Yeah.
energy.
Mhm.
And she does a lot to save cats, you know. But anyway, she got me into this cat group on Facebook. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's the council of cats.
Oh, wow.
The council of catos, you know. And,
Well, yeah, you know who rules.
yeah. And it's got the funniest, you know, it's got some cute videos. It's got the funniest jokes in there, and the cats are doing all kinds of strange things. And it's like my daily thing now is to get my morning laughs out of the way with the cats, you know.
I'll have
So-
to check it out.
Well, what can we do? You know, we're going to air this to help you promote this, and
Yeah, thanks.
we'll get the word out. And
Yeah.
if there's anything else we can do, just let us know. It sounds
Okay.
wonderful. I'm definitely.
Yeah.
What I would like to do with you, maybe if you're up to it, is I'm going to put myself through this program,
Hmm.
and then maybe we can come back and share the outcome.
Ooh, that's
Sure.
a great idea. That's a really
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
Because
that would
I
be
have
awesome.
you know, so far everything I've done, there's never been a negative outcome. You know that?
Mhm.
All the fears or the anxiety or the resistance to doing any exercises like this,
Uh-huh.
I've done so many now that I'm not afraid anymore, and usually the outcome's pretty darn good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always positive.
Right.
It's never
Yeah.
negative, not really. So
Right.
I have no reason not to share it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So why don't we do that? I'm going to go through it, and
Yeah.
then we'll schedule a time as a follow-up, and we'll come
Mhm.
back on and talk about it, and we'll share it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Unless it's something totally freaking embarrassing and I can't imagine it being that bad. But who knows?
Yeah.
But we'll put that intent out there that it'll be
Yeah.
you know, that we'll do that and see how it goes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us again.
Yeah,
And-
thank you so much.
Always good to
And I-
see you, Michal.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you. And I hope to see many of you watching this on Friday. I hope to see you at the Vision Accelerator on Tuesday.
I love your Facebook videos when you're on.
Thank you.
I watch every single one of them. And I'm not always live, though. I mean, I'm finding it hard to catch everybody live because everybody's live all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah,
so
there's so many live videos.
I can't not get anything done. You know, I got to get things done around here too. So, but we'll catch you out there.
Yes. So that's the link, the michaljmedina.com/vision accelerator. That's the link to sign up for this
Okay.
training. So
All right. Any final thoughts or words?
June 15th, 16th, 17th, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
See you there. Sign up to get the replays if you can't make it live.
Right.
And then the giveaway in the group. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the giveaway.
That's
Definitely.
the big deal. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
deal. That's huge.
We'll
That's huge.
remind folks on Friday. We'll remind folks.
Yeah.
We'll tell them a little bit. We're going to tell them on Wednesday that this is coming up Friday, that there's a
Mhm.
giveaway involved.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Please
if they
do.
want to go ahead and get in the group and check out the giveaway, they can. Yeah.
Yeah, tell them to sign up for the group. Take a look at the giveaway in
Yeah.
advance of the program coming up with us on Friday night, and we'll do it that way. Okay.
Yay.
All right. Well, thank you, Michal, and I wish you the
Thank
best.
you.
Great
You
success
too.
with it, and I'll see you in the
Thanks.
program. I'll be your number one
Yeah.
student.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Awesome. That'll be great. That'll be
Yeah.
All right.
great. Thanks again,
All right.
Michal.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, we're back.
Yay.
All right.
Gotta take
Everybody-
myself off of mute.
Unmute everyone.
I was saying she's such a lovely person. She really
She
is.
is. She's a sweet gal. I really enjoy talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you all think of
Yeah.
that? What do you think of that program? Trina, what do you think about the program? You think it'll be helpful to some folks?
I think it'll help a lot, because anytime you can find out why you're stuck when you don't have any conscious awareness of it, that's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing people need to realize is being mindful of your thoughts. It really starts right there. Being mindful. You know, paying attention to what you're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and recognizing it, and also listening to your thoughts is a good thing too. You know, listen to what's happening in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I having a negative thought? Why am I thinking this? Okay, I thought this. That's what's going on. All right, I'm going to push that aside. You know, control the monkey mind. I think if people can do that and they practice it like a muscle, it gets easier. And then you quickly realize how to shift that. Okay, I'm pissed off. I'm having a bad thought and I'm getting really emotional. Okay, I need to calm down. I need to figure out why I'm thinking this, and just kind of like talk yourself through it and out of it. People might think you're a little crazy because you're talking to yourself, but I do it all the time. And people go, huh? And I go, no, I'm talking to me.
I put myself in timeout. I'm like, I'm putting myself in timeout before I freak out.
Right. Right on.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Going to timeout.
I can see you sitting in the corner now with your little gun snap.
Yeah, it's so easy to snap, but it's harder.
Yeah.
It takes more work to kind of stop yourself, take notice, just give yourself a moment, let it pass, take a couple deep breaths, and then get back on there and just keep going, forward. Just push through it. Yeah.
I keep getting this information about how we are making our frequency in our body. I think it is because it's what you're talking about, Lori, with the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
When you have thoughts, those thoughts are coded light, sound, vibration. And when those thoughts enter into the cerebral spinal fluid, it activates the body through that thought, through that water of the cerebral spinal fluid. So it's like, this is how you really do manage your frequency, is by controlling your thoughts, because what you think about, you feel about, and what you feel about, that's the subconscious language that you're truly talking. So
you're actually telling your cells. You're telling your cells on a cellular level, I'm mad, I'm not feeling good, or I have a headache, or whatever it is you're holding on to is going to come out in your body. It's a reflection of your thoughts. Okay.
It's deeper than that, because this is what I'm seeing. Whatever you're thinking about, you have millions of times that you have probably been in that similar frequency. So not only is it triggering the now moment, you're getting triggered potentially from your multidimensional expressions, as well as your past and future lives.
I agree with that. I completely and totally agree with that.
Yeah. So if you're getting hooked up on a thought or an emotion or a feeling, and you can't truly identify why it's tripping you up, this is when it's really important to be able to go to the subconscious mind and say, when have I ever felt like this before? And let your imagination guide you. See what it shows you.
Yep.
There's keys there for you.
Yes, there is. There's a lot to be said about the subconscious mind, because that's where everything is recorded. And not just this lifetime, but many lifetimes. Every lifetime you have is recorded in that
part of you
fluid.
Is so that part of us is creating like 95% of our world. It's happening through the mother, which is the alchemical, the womb. The creative force of nature and earth is pretty much, that's all physical mother. So and this is subconscious. So when you're getting a hookup in the physical, this is when you really need to work with your mother part of you, which is your subconscious. You need to go into that magical.
And don't be afraid to give yourself a pat on the back. Do you know how hard it is for people to be, like, let's just say, for example, you did something really good for someone and you feel good about it. And just as easily as it is to say bad things about yourself, you got to say good things to yourself. Hey, I did really good on that. God, I helped that person. I feel so great about it. I'm going to give myself a big old pat on the back. And do you know what I do for myself when I'm really happy with myself? In Disneyland, and you got the big Mickey Mouse hands. I imagine the big white Mickey Mouse hands, and I just go pat, 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 pat all over myself. And I tell myself how awesome I am, because I don't need somebody to tell me I'm awesome. I know I'm awesome, and I'm going to pat myself on the back. That's part of the self-love. And I think people need to do that more.
Yeah, they do.
Instead of, because it's so easy to fall into the negative trap. Why not, when you have a negative thought, go, how can I transmute this?
Yeah.
I'm going to get my big happy hands and I'm just going to say, you're okay, Lori. Everything's fine. In this now moment, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about. You're safe. Everything is okay. And then you're not worrying about the future and you're not living in the past. You're just in the now moment. And if you do that, everything in this now moment will become your future if you just think and stay in that place.
Yeah.
Because of your frequency. You're choosing a frequency that's better than the negative one that tripped you up and made you fall down and go boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You get back up, you brush yourself off. Shoot. I'm going to try again. I'm just going to keep trying, keep moving forward. Yeah. And,
okay.
Don't look at other people for that. Do it for yourself. And when you start doing that, things really shift and change. But if you're looking for the happiness and everything in someone else, you're never going to find it because it starts right here. It starts with you folks. It starts with the people in chat, not the people that are
so beautiful.
You.
I saw the other day how we come from the light. And then we come down into matter. And it's so amazing because the division amongst the people is so hilarious to me now, because when you really see from the highest, one of the, the higher positions, we're all the same light, but we're all different colors of light. So it's like different colors of light. It's like we're different colors always. And that's part of the magic of everything. And that's like, wow, it would be so boring if there was no color. It's so amazing how these characters are simply that. It's a way for God to experience an idea, and you're a part of that idea, and that's all it is, because it's not it's temporary. This is not.
No,
it's not being compared to what the eternal you is. And it's so amazing because we are all imaginations of our own vision of life, and we've created each other for this experience. And under the character, we're all the same. There's the same consciousness and love. It's just, it's profound when you can see the game and you can see that we're all playing our beautiful characters and doing all these different things. And it's a dance of life. And right now we're doing such a good job with shifting the frequency back into the mom energies.
You're responsible for your own happiness. You are 100% responsible. You're the writer, director, and producer of your life. No one else has that kind of power over you unless you allow them to. And the minute you understand that, things will shift and change for you. But until you do that, they won't.
And I think that's what's happening with me. I've started realizing that.
It can
so you can keep going.
Gain the momentum.
You can keep going the way you were, but has that been working for you? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I know that
it's your thoughts about how you how
What's
you
that?
think about other people too.
Right.
Julianne, it's
I
probably
wanna say
time.
something.
Yes, it's 9:53 and it's a perfect time for our oracle. What's up?
I'd just like to thank Laurie for speaking up. That was marvelous what you just said, Laurie.
Yep.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Because
that's sweet.
you don't usually say too much, but everything you said right on the nose. And I don't have to say anything more because you have just summed it all up. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I'm
My
usually so
outlook has
busy running
changed.
everything.
My outlook has changed greatly since interacting with Lori because she does say a lot behind the scenes.
Yes, I do, don't I?
She says a lot every morning, and it really wakes me up and makes me think, and all of you are really, really good
This
at that.
is an incredible group of people,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. And it's an honor and a privilege to be part of it. I'm very pleased that that we've been able to pull this together. I owe Al a big hug and a kiss on the cheek for making us, giving us the opportunity to come in and to step into this, because I probably never would have done this without his prompting us to do it. So
His gentle little shove.
Yes. I got shoved out here. Yeah, no doubt. But I didn't realize how much, that I had to offer until I started getting to know people like you, Trina, and Teresa, and Julie. I just was doing this by myself on my own, and I didn't have any outside influences. And my guide said, you need to get out there and meet some people because you have a lot to share. And I'm like, I didn't see it until this experience. So I'm thanking you. I'm thanking everyone in chat. I'm showing total gratitude and love for everyone and much appreciation. And, if there's anything I can ever do, say, help with anyone, that's my purpose now. It's just to be of value to others and to be of value to self and to love me, because I created this avatar. This is who I am. I created it. I'm here and I'm going to make the best of it. And I'm not going to make it hard on myself anymore. I don't want to go that route.
No, have fun, everybody. Go look at Jules's crazy videos. The one
yes.
The one this morning's got a lot of information in it, guys. Even if you got to watch it 6 times, look at the words.
Okay, break it down.
Yeah, it tells you what's going on. It tells you what's going on in your body. Mm-hmm. It's the galactic, the actual information that's in that. You are the solution. That's all there is. You are the solution. You are that liquid. So you choose what you're going to do. So go and look at the crazy Julius Professor.
We will. I like. Is this the one with you wearing the Jackson 5 wig?
Yes.
I've got some video of her doing this with the wig on it and the big glasses that you have too. That was really cute. We'll have to show that.
That's right.
But there's a lot of hidden information in the words, and choose your words wisely. That's all I can say, because that's the spell. Right. And I listen to a lot of people, and I watch as I am the observer. Yes. And I hear what each person says. And if you keep saying it, you're going to create that. Right? You go, I've got a headache. Well, guess what? You're going to keep having it, aren't you?
Right.
That's right. Lori, you just be you. That's who we all love, just the way you are. Thank you, Robert.
That was sweet, Robert.
And thank you, Mary Wynn, for getting out there and sharing Jules's video everywhere. I really appreciate that, because I missed it.
Brian too, Lori. Brian is so cheering you on because he saw the potential for you to do this too. He kept telling you, he kept seeing you. He totally did. Totally. Yeah.
Remember, Julianne, when you and I were on his birthday, it was his birthday, and you and I were on that show, and I just had such a strong connection with you, and I just really loved you, and that was the spark. That was when it started. And ever since then, it's been a strong desire to, as I've said, communicate, be of value, share what I've learned, and just sharing it with the close knit group that we are through the Facebook thing has been a really big advancement for me, because I didn't realize how much I had to offer until I started doing that. And it just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
we do have to thank, first of all, for
Yes.
me, it was Wayne on his show, and then
Yes.
going on to Brian's with my poetry.
Right.
So, and then Al and everybody, every
Yep.
single one,
Yep.
single one of you have got a gift and a talent. So
Absolutely.
please find your joy in your heart that makes
Right.
it sing. Do what makes you feel happy.
Yes, yes, I totally
Not
agree with that.
anybody else.
Mhm.
No,
Always,
not-
if you're doing something that doesn't make you happy, stop it. Stop doing that and find something that makes you feel the bliss.
Yeah.
That's
Even
it,
if you think, like, for a long time there, I would do these really long meditation sessions, and I would get all this and I wasn't feeling great. I was feeling enlightened, but I wasn't feeling good. It wasn't a feel good. So now I don't do all that. Now I just commune in the garden or the ground, and I let it flow naturally. I don't even have to try. I don't have to sit there and put myself into a meditative state.
All day. You are in that space
all day.
All day.
Okay.
You don't have to go off. You can't.
Yeah. Try this just 10 times a day. All you have to do in your mind 10 times a day. Try this tomorrow. Okay, everybody, just do it. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I am happy. I am so happy right now. Even if you're not, you tell yourself, I am so happy. And I'm telling you, do it 10 times. Then do it again the next day.
Yeah.
And you'll watch and see the shift, because that's where the energy, that momentum will grab. Just like if you're spinning your wheels in a ditch, it'll grab and pull you right out.
Yeah.
Right, but you can't believe it until you can feel it and see it. So
But you can keep saying it till you do believe it.
But that's what I mean. That's what you do. And when you say, I'm happy, if you're truly not feeling that at the moment, go into your memory and find a memory of happy. And project that memory into
Get
your
that feeling back.
Right. Yes, and feel happy. And then, let world go. And then if you hit another road bump, I am happy. Find another happy.
I was sitting on the back deck the other day.
Yep, I like
doing
that
my plants, sitting on the back deck, and I'm planting these pots. And this sense of loneliness came over me, like you wouldn't believe. This was like 3 or 4 days ago. This sense of, I just looked at how small my yard was, and didn't know about the car yet, and so all this stuff was coming in, and I just felt horrible for about 10. I was like, wait a minute. No. And I immediately went to Lake Somerville on the camping trip with Ruby.
Yeah.
And the time, it's just getting easier and easier to take any of these thoughts.
Everything. Yeah.
Because something is trying to get me to go back into a slump or try to draw you in constantly. So it's like, no, I don't accept that.
No.
And I just completely think,
you have
a happy thought. Yeah.
You have the power to make that change.
And then I go, I'm grateful. Look at my garden. I'm grateful. Look at what I've accomplished since I've been home for a year.
Yeah.
So you just keep filling your thoughts.
Find the good things. Yeah. Find the positive. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself you love yourself. I love me. I love me so much.
And I love my brother.
Things that you're not getting from other people.
I love my brother. He's working hard.
Yeah.
He's working so hard to try to help things around here and get that car. I love my brother. We have our differences as brother and sister, but I love him. He's always been there for me, even when I was a kid, even when some kid in the neighborhood tried to pick me up on my ears. He went flying across the baseball field to pummel the guy for picking me up on my ears. Yeah. So I love my brother.
Yeah, I can tell you, I wouldn't be the person I am today without my sister. My sister is so amazing. Yeah. She's everything to me. And had I not been able to experience that with her in life, I would just be a completely different person. But your siblings, the people that love you, the ones that are around you and support you, they're everything. Those people are your soul family. They're the ones you come in with,
Yeah.
And often, like you said earlier, Laurie, it's timing, right? So detach from the outcome on how something's going to arrive to you.
Right.
Because if you've got it in your mind that a knight in shining armor is going to come in and take you, he might just come, he might come in a taxi.
Crystal,
Right.
the links to Michalls programs are in YouTube description page, and we displayed them across the bottom here. Right, Lori? They're in the YouTube
I can actually throw it up here for you real quick. Let's do the accelerator course for her. There's that for you.
That's the 3-day program.
That's the 3-day program. So MichalljMedina.com /Vision Accelerator. So that's that. And then she has the Facebook. Facebook.com /groups /resolving triggers. And then she has another group that is called the Highly Conscious Israel, which is very similar to what we do. And here's the link for that. So Facebook.com /groups /Highly Conscious Israel. Yeah,
they're all working together. All these different providers, the service providers and product folks, they're all working together in a giant network. Yeah, that's really awesome.
Those are in the links for you down in the description on this video. So they're there for you.
Listen, folks, Big Al, we have to sign off soon. But Al got the cards in. He's on the road. I think he was in Utah earlier. I don't know where he is right now, but he's out there traveling with Perry.
On his way to Florida. Head down the 10.
And the cards came in. They're at his house. So he'll be able to get to it at some point when he gets home to get them out to folks. He'll start shipping them. And then he still has 60 extra decks.
Yeah.
So please, get your orders in, because every little bit helps him recover some of the postage costs,
And not to mention the time and
beautiful.
energy, and all the people that, it really is an amazing thing. He's done a great job on it. He deserves a lot of kudos for what he's done with that. So thank you, Al, very much.
Yeah. They look beautiful. He gave us a photograph of them laid out on a table.
Can't wait.
And then you can actually see the cards now.
Yeah.
The physical cards, and they look great when they're all spread out. It's like, oh my God.
He manifested them,
it's like
didn't
a
he?
professional deck. It's like great. Yeah. So it's actually a wonderful feeling to see them in hard physical form, So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what's coming up for everybody? We're trying to get Dr. Close back on Tuesday night if we can.
Yeah.
I got Khadijah working on that because he needs to finish his story. He was cut off right when he was ready to reveal.
That's right. He got booted. That's right.
Well, Trina, you don't know what happened afterwards, but
it was an amazing experience.
Khadijah started having all this activity with electronics. Her lights were phasing in and out. And
the last 5 minutes of the Esoteric Egypt that we did with her last Wednesday, just go and watch the last 5 minutes and you'll see all this. Okay, 10 minutes.
I was on there with you.
Well, but you left.
When this was after you left. This was shortly after you left. And it got interesting.
I cut myself out of the program.
Experienced some things.
Something came through the laptop at me and hit me in the forehead, and I went, well, and I sent it back. True. I sent it back, and when I opened my eyes, Khadijah's face was a different entity, and I'm like, oh, cut, and I cut myself out.
Wow, was it
I
segment?
shut down the portal. It wasn't segment. What Dalibor and Mandy researched and found out, I was seeing a tiki-type figure, an Oriental tiki face, like a Hawaiian god or something. But you know what it was? It was Bes.
Bes.
The Egyptian god Bes. Looks like that. Okay. Protector of the home, protector of the household. So Bes must have sensed this negative energy as well, and was manifesting itself through Khadijah.
It was protecting you.
But I didn't know any better, and I'm feeling this negative energy, but I'm looking at this ferocious looking thing, and I'm like, and so I just cut the portal link. I cut the link, and I saged.
She dropped out. It was me, Dalibor, and poor Khadijah. And we were like, wow, that's some shizzle, isn't it?
On the after show. I'm like, got flashlight shooting out of my head, and you got stuff jumping out the computer. I'm like, wow.
I remember this was Trina.
You had left because you had to go. You had to go, and right after you left, this went down. So then I went back into the StreamYard server once the show was over. I went back into the StreamYard. She was still having the flickering lights. Her camera was morphing her. Yeah, she was like, it was freaky. Yeah.
Wow.
She's got all this energy she's attracting, and most of it's good energy, but there was the negative energy is the energy that doesn't want her to reveal the truth.
That's it.
They didn't want him to say what really happened. He's a theoretical physicist. He has an idea that he time traveled. But something doesn't want that truth out there, so it's blocking her when she does her videos, and it was blocking us Wednesday night.
Yep.
It started wreaking havoc with all of our stuff.
We just keep on keeping on, and we'll break on through to the other side.
Break on through. So we're trying to get him back on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Julianne has hooked up with Anne.
Yeah.
Anna Grace.
And she alchemizes the language like Jules does.
It's so.
And Paul has known her for years.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a double Jules. I won't know what to do. My mind will just freaking blow.
And Paula, because she
Paula,
does.
yeah. So all three of them will be on there, and that'll be fantastic. That's Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have another person who's doing. She's a musician. She's coming on Friday.
Oh, yes.
She's the
musician.
This
is interesting.
Yeah.
And she does the sound. She says we actually create through sound.
We
so
do.
She can prove it through her stuff, through her she has the data and charts to back it up. Yeah, she used her music.
It'll be very interesting.
How you create with sound.
That's so amazing, because that was my vision. I asked creator, says, how did you make me? And I literally I heard a sound, and I saw a ball of light emanate out of this bigger light, and it was so amazing, because I know that's true. Like, I know that that's true at the deepest part of my being, and as children of that, this is why abracadabra, I speak, therefore I create. We have the same power of vibration and creation as the source that created us. It's amazing.
So consciousness creates physicality.
Her name is Samantha Marshall. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Trina. There's a lag there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. I see it as consciousness, but also the observer. It's a blending of the two. Is what the source and it's both. It's because the consciousness to me is a layer of thinking. Consciousness is thought. The perception, the idea, the imagination,
pre-thought.
It does, but before usually you get the thought, you see the picture.
Yes, but isn't that the subconscious? It's the subconscious in us that does the creating.
Yes,
the dreams, the visions. It's like,
think about it this way,
and then we make it.
The mother is the movie screen, and the father is the projecting light.
Okay.
And they work together, and not one.
That works for me.
Yes, you can't see the light without the dark.
Right.
So it has. Yes, it has to be together.
Light there. Lots of work down here.
That works for me. Yeah. Exactly. Well, anyway,
and that's photon. That's what I've got in my show. The photon.
Yeah.
It's the family album. The photon.
There you go. That's a perfect way to put it.
That's solution. That's the everything.
Well, I don't know if Samantha's watching tonight or not, but she contacted us from watching our program.
Oh, okay.
She sent us, she wasn't referred by anybody. She's been watching our program.
Oh, how wonderful.
And her name is Samantha Marshall.
All right.
She has her own Facebook page, Chromatic Sequences.
From Australia.
She's from Australia.
Yes.
Chromatic
Sunshine
Sequences. Yeah. Facebook, look under, in Facebook, look under Chromatic Sequences, all one word.
Oh, this will be a fascinating show.
Clinically trained violinist, multi-instrumentalist, singer, and songwriter. Has had a vivid experience when interacting with music her entire life. She has sound-pitched animal calls and children's voices and cries. She understands that the tones of our voices and the sounds of our words create our experience and manifest our form.
That's right.
So I said, come on. So she sent me all her data, her pie charts and her graphics. I'm like, oh, David Barry said, oh, no, those are good charts. So I'm like, well, she's coming on to join us Friday. So
Yeah.
You know what
Great.
I just heard?
What?
She can see sound as color.
That's
She can
exactly
see it.
right. I watched her video,
She
and
can
that's
see it.
you're
Yeah,
correct.
she can
You are
see
100%
it.
correct. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to send
That's
you her
amazing.
data, and I'll send you the link to her Facebook page, Trina, so you can
So
look
this
at
is
this
next
ahead of
Friday.
time.
This
Next
is
Friday.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
she
to that.
seems like a great person when you watch her videos. She has such a wonderful personality, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jules,
Yeah.
bye,
She
Jules. All right, everybody. It's
Okay.
10:13. We appreciate you hanging in there with us, everyone.
Much love.
And we love you very much, always.
Thank you, Trina.
Thank you for coming,
Thanks.
Ian. And Susan was here. I didn't see Susan sneak in there. We love you all. You take care
All right.
now. Have a
Peace
great
out.
weekend. Bye-bye.